For a second.
Do better, Chandra. Do
I
better.
know. I'm trying. I'm trying. All right. I'm going to share my screen.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Who's excited for February?
Oh, shoot.
Yelena's like, I am. I
Okay.
love
Let's
February.
try this again.
Oh, Caitlin said me. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, Elise, your hair. It looks like a beautiful rainbow of cotton candy. Oh, anybody that
Let's
knows
see.
me knows that I
Oh,
love fun
that's
hair.
not it. I am so sorry, you guys. We are really struggling.
Yes, Amanda, you always do love the hair. Yours always looks great too.
Oh, thank you. It needs to be cut and colored. That's what it should look like.
Well,
It,
I still think it looks beautiful.
I do too.
Thank you, sweet. Thank you. I'm gonna tell my dog, stop it. Behave. I'm gonna put them away.
All right, so the month of February, we are focusing on we don't necessarily need the energy, but we do need the consistency. We've got some momentum going. Now we just got to keep it consistent. January week 5 recap. For the Whittenberger team, we had Melinda Dennis coming in the number 5 spot with 353.16. Mr. Lawler coming in at 523.80 with one app. And Caitlin Clay coming in with an app for 867.48. Yours truly coming in at 10,277 for three apps. And Craig Dillon, I am just beyond words. I am so stinking proud of you, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for you. So we had a total of 22,669.08 with 11 apps, five riders, which I am just thrilled about. 20,000 is what the Wittenberger team is what we are pushing for on a weekly basis. And we have finally hit that. We have hit that after going months of not hitting it, but we have continued to push, and now we are at that. And I think honestly, we can do it. We can do it again. We can totally do it again. Um,
Congratulations, Wittenberger team. That's huge. Is it week 4 or week 5?
this is week 5. This is the
Yeah.
first Monday of,
It's January. We're in February, week 1 of February. So is this slide week 4 or
yeah,
week
it's supposed to
5?
be week 5.
Okay. Don't get me confused. I get
I
confused over
know.
small
I'm sorry.
things. Well, let's talk about the Torma Kirkley team. We had two riders last week, Gloria Lyon at 588.24 and myself. God dang, I couldn't beat Chandra Wittenberger. And that was my goal, y'all. That was my goal. I even put it out there. And she even said, come on, one more app. And I had one more app and they rescheduled. But it's okay. I can do better. I will do
And
better.
then I'm pretty sure I texted you on Friday and asked what you were at for your APV. And I was like,
Listen,
just locked
listen,
in
quit calling me
10K.
out. Quit calling me out. I love that you call me out. So please do.
I love you. I love you.
Myself with 94, 60, and 20 for the Torma team for that week. We had 10,048.44, seven apps, two riders, no new riders, but those yellow bars are coming, y'all. Those yellow bars are coming. I'm excited for our team.
I am so
Excited for
excited.
our team.
Yes. All right, week 5 leader spotlights. Miss Caitlin Clay over there coming in on the Clay agency side of 12,000, or I'm sorry, $1,220.64 in two riders. So how do you get onto the leader spotlight? You go out, you find someone else, and you help them go out and protect their first family, or maybe their second family or 10th family. Go out and help other agents and go out yourself and start writing, and that's how you're going to find yourself on the leader spotlights.
I can't wait for this to be like a bunch of leaders being
I know.
spotlighted. How fun would
All
that
right.
be?
Who's ready for January recap?
Let's
Mandy, you
do
got
it.
all these.
Let's do it.
All right. Wittenberger Agency, we ended the month of January with $49,132.80. 41 apps, seven writers, and one new. We had Melinda Dennis coming in the number 7 spot at 925.56. Alex Gurok at 1246.56. Trey Melton coming in at 1357.20 with his first application. Caitlin
Congratulations. What a
Clay,
way to start out. 1300 in an app. Awesome
yes.
job.
Caitlin Clay coming in at 1746.96 with 2 apps. Mark Lawler coming in at 2,991.72 with 10 apps. Craig Dillon at 14,771.52, and yours truly at $26,093.28. And I do just want to note most of that business was wrote in the last 2 weeks.
Nice job, lady. Awesome job, Whittenberger.
So proud of you
Way to
guys.
get it.
Let's go, Torma.
Let's do this, shall we?
Yes.
For the month of January, we had 3 writers. Mark Vassar with 2 apps for 842.40, Gloria Lyons with 5 apps for 77.50.60, and myself with 19 apps. I almost beat you. I almost met you and beat you. Usually I have hit it with app count. It's okay. February is here. Yep. I've got
Yep.
you. I've got you.
You're beating me so far.
17,126.50. Yeah. I have goals. I have big goals. For the Torma Cricket Life team, we had a total of 25,719.60 with 26 apps, 3 writers. You got me on the new writers, but it's coming. I told you those yellow bars are coming.
Oh, they're coming on both sides
90-day
here.
blitzes that started on Saturday. Oh yeah, it's on.
And we got weekend protectors.
Look at all these. Look at all these. The weekend protectors set themselves up for success throughout the week. We had yours, Miss Chandra, with 2 apps for 1020.72. Craig Dillon kicking butt and taking names with 2 apps for 58.10.16. Caitlin with 1 app for 867.48. Mark Lawler with 1 app for 636.60. Mark Vassar with 1 app, 619.56, and myself with 5 apps for 48.03. Awesome job, y'all. When you do a little bit, it goes a long way. Set yourself up and be ready coming in screaming hot into the week. It just gives you that confidence and the ability to know that you can do it and you're capable. And it just keeps running. And it's like a snowball, right? It's a snowball effect. When you start here, it ends up just sliding in. So start yourself out on Saturday and make it happen,
There's nothing better than starting your week off with some business already on the books.
right? It's fun.
And 10K. So for 10K last week, I am getting so excited on sharing this screen with Mr. Craig Dillon. I could just not be happier for him. We are going to start having a 5K and a 2.5K slide starting next week. So let's start getting some names up on the boards. Newly licensed. Oh, Trenton, I'm so sorry your picture did not pop up. But Trenton Phillips, just so stinking proud of you, pushed through that course and is direct to Caitlin Clay. And Caitlin is just so excited for Trenton to come on and join us. So great job on pushing through that course and getting your license. Ashley Lampole has also joined us, and Elise Craco from California has also joined us. So I am so excited for this board to just grow massively.
Chandra, can we introduce some people real quick?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Let me,
Trenton, can you unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from?
Yes, my name's Trenton Phillips. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Just recently passed the exam, just finished the pre-licensing course. Like going to the gym, like shooting film, and very eager to start signing apps and learning from you all at Whittenberger.
Love
we are
it.
excited,
Love
Trenton.
it.
Thank you for
So
having me.
excited. And what about we got Elise out there.
Hi everyone. I'm Elise. I just finished passing the exam and I think getting all my paperwork in. Hope so. I was actually one of those that took the health and wellness exam without the life part the first time and didn't realize it. So that was a big surprise, and that was
Here's
more
the
studying I
cool
had to do
part.
last week.
When I told her, I was like, you just have your health license. I was like, we're not seeing the life side. And she just learned that she didn't take the life side. She didn't complain or anything. She just went and took that life, passed it the same week, and got her license.
Yeah, so I should be getting the so hearing back from them in the next few days or so. I talked to somebody that has my paperwork. So yeah, I'm really excited to get started. Failure is not an option for me. So I'm ready to go and ready to kill it.
Well,
Love
we are here to
that.
help you and we are excited to do it.
We know that
Thank
you will,
you.
because look at that hair. You're killing it with the hair.
You got the blue hair that Amanda keeps trying to
I
tell
just
me I
saw
need to
the
get a
other
streak
picture of
of.
you. Your hair is normally like total colors too. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
I
get
love.
Chandra to get a little bit of blue in hers. I'm like, come on, we're running buddies. Come on, pink and blue. It works. Let's go.
Yeah, it does. I just do it together.
I love that.
All
Did
right,
Ashley introduce herself?
she's not on.
Okay.
She works another job. Call schedule for this week. We have the accountability call. If you weren't on the accountability call this morning with Jim Larson, go back and rewatch that recording. It will definitely make you just sit back and reflect a little bit and realize it's go time. It's go time. And then we have the Wayland Master Call. It's always a great call on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, the national call. Do not miss the national call. It's just non-negotiable. Just be on the national call. Thursday, BAB, Be a Better Builder. It is, sorry, Jacob, by far my favorite call of the week. I know we got you on Friday. I love, love, love your call. But you guys, if you're not on the BAB call, you better get on it.
It doesn't matter if you're like already building a business or if you have an inkling that you want to build a business or you just want to learn about building this business, be on that call. The information that you learn on that call, I'm 6 years in and I'm still taking crap loads of notes. What you learn, you can integrate immediately and like just start running. 2 weeks ago with Trish Benish, was I not texting you going, where's this been all of my life?
Yeah.
It's just incredible. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Even if you're not building and you don't know if you really want to build, be on that call because you can learn. And then when you do turn that light switch on, which I recommend doing it sooner than later, don't pull in a Mandy and wait. Do not wait, but flip that switch, be on that call and just learn and run. Put your blinders on and run.
It is honestly, as long as I've been here, I've never seen a call like it. It just getting to hear from the top leaders, the ones who are still even in the business. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. So I just highly recommend jumping onto that call. And then, of course, don't miss the Pogue call. Come and join us. It is such a fun call as well. And I promise you, it does not matter what calls you jump on, you're going to pick up some kind of nugget. If I can give you any kind of advice, pick 2 calls a week. 2 calls a week that you're jumping on and you're engaged, camera on, because I know there's a lot of calls, but just 2, you guys, that's it.
One of the favorite things that I do love about the Pogue Bishop call, it's our family. It's our family.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
national, it's our family. And you get to have like a smaller vision of who to chase after. Like I'm
Mhm.
always chasing somebody. Right now I'm chasing Chandra because she's kicking my butt in APV, which that's going to end real quick.
I'm
But
feeling the fire on my heels.
yeah, you should. But look at those boards because it's always giving you the vision of where you want to go, who you want to beat, who you want to be chasing, all of that. And it's on a smaller scale. National call, that's the bigger scale. Who do you want to bump off of those leaderboards?
And
But
then the BAB call, you got agencies all the way across, different agencies, cross agency.
through
I mean,
symmetry, throughout symmetry.
yeah, it's just, they're amazing. They're amazing. All right, the digital double down. Amanda, you want to go over this one?
This is so much fun, y'all. I don't know if you guys were on, if you should have been, learning how to digi last week on the weekly national call. But the founders are always trying to figure out ways to make our lives easier to protect our clients, but also to make us more profitable faster. Here is a phenomenal way by protecting our clients fast, seamless, and making us more profitable by you protecting them with phenomenal products. They're going to give you lead credits for doing it in a consistent manner. We talked about we don't need energy. We do need energy, y'all, but the consistency gives you the energy. But it's all about consistency. This is where you need to start. Make sure that our digital products are the first and foremost on your radar to protect those clients with. When you hit 5, that sixth app gives you $250 in lead credit from corporate. There is nothing to shake a stick at. Run hard. Make sure that these are the first products that you look at to make sure that your clients are protected. Again, it's fast, seamless, and it's more profitability for you and your business and your agents.
And actually, as soon as you hit that sixth application, the digital app, if you're wondering which products those are, just take a look over on the right-hand side. But once you hit that sixth one, it's actually $300, $50 per application, and it's retroed
Yes,
back
once you hit the sixth.
to the
Yeah.
5 before that. So
Math
I've
is
never,
hard. Even though I have a business and finance degree, y'all, math is hard.
that's because they have calculators now.
They did back then too.
And then the lovely Pogue has amazingly done go out, write 20 digital products, and look at the options you got here. $200 value. Not sure what Viore is, but believe me, I will be double checking as soon as I hit my 20 applications. You got the option of $200 cash, the Yeti, or the Ray-Ban. I do know what those ones are. So you guys just go push yourself. I promise you, you have the potential to do this. Just get out of that comfort zone.
Did you know Oakley actually owns Ray-Ban?
I did not know that
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting fact.
Interesting, huh? Interesting.
Lead the way with SBL Live. Man, if you like getting paid the next day and you like instant decision, SBLI is absolutely an amazing way to go. And the first 50 producers to place 5,000 APV with SBLI's Easy Track digital term product will receive $500 in lead credit from SBLI. 5,000 APV is not much. Not much.
Not at
And
all.
let me tell you, they still haven't had 50 producers hit that 5,000 APV. So if you're looking for a little bit of lead credit to help you get your business up and going, I'd be pushing for that SBLI, trying to get that 5,000 APV. Top 25 producers to take a minimum of 15,000 APV with SBLI's Easy Track Digital Term will receive a $3,000 lead credit from SBLI.
Can you imagine
Think
the
about,
ROI on those lead credits?
well, that's what I was just going to say. Think about what you can do with $3,000 in leads. I mean, turning around and helping as many families as you possibly can. There's no way you can go without seeing a return on your investment.
No.
And the thing is
Huge return.
that's not even your investment because SBLI gave it to you.
Yep.
Don't sleep on those lead credits.
No.
Living a debt-free life. If you're wondering what debt-free life is, I recommend jumping onto the Wednesday call with Derek Fitzgerald at 8 p.m. Eastern. Scotty jumped on it last week. Phenomenal call. Absolutely phenomenal. You talk about someone who knows how to explain debt-free life, look no further. So I would recommend get yourself on there and get anyone else you know onto there. Because if you ask yourself, how many people do you know that have debt? Or ask
Everybody.
yourself, how many people do you know that don't have debt?
Don't know. I mean, just my example alone with my son, $103,000 in college student loans. Went from 25 years down to 7.5 years. It's incredible, y'all. You don't want to mess around with this. Anybody and everybody has debt. Doesn't matter how big or small it is. Make sure that they get on that and talk to somebody. Those resets are imperative to your business and the success and the beautiful opportunity that you have for your clients.
And
Get
the
them
cool
on there
part
to
is
learn.
you don't have to know the product to sell it.
Nope.
Don't have to know. All you have to do is ask a couple of questions and reset it over, and you're still going to be getting paid commission. Mac room, take a screenshot of this quickly and jump into the Mac room. I recommend at least pushing yourself, getting in there 1, 2 hours a day at least. Just get in there, listen. You don't have to, you're not going to have to unmute or anything like that, but I promise you, you're going to pull something from it.
And if you can't see the passcode because of Chandra's beautiful face, the password is grit.
I'm not sure what you mean. February, week 1. Amanda, this is all you.
Did you also you guys notice where she's at, right? And it had the Zoom link with password and her face, her beautiful face is right there. Um, y'all, there is Symmetry weeks go from Saturday to Friday. And if you're looking at getting promoted, who wants to be promoted? Those of you that are brand new, you have a beautiful opportunity right now. This opportunity did not exist when Chandra and I started this business. And we started at 60%, right? Back in the good old days when everything was uphill and snow and ice and it just yuck. But right now you have a beautiful opportunity to get promoted this month. Slingshot is so fun. It creates that consistency, creates that profitability. You do this, make sure you're reaching out to your mentor to get your guidance and your mentorship, but you can get Slingshot promoted in 1 month instead of 2 months. Pay attention to these guidelines, reach out to your mentor. Let's work as fast as we possibly can, but it's about consistency. February is 4 weeks instead of 3, instead of 5. Right now, we're in week 1. So if you write 3 out of the 4 weeks, I always tell my new agents, just write every single week so you don't even think about worrying if you missed a week. Write business every single week. And you can promote yourself as fast as possible. It's not based on us and how much we like you or how much you brown nose. It's all about what you do and being consistent and putting your pen to paper and paying attention to your guidelines to slingshot your way to 95% in 3 months instead of 6. But reach out to your mentors, put a plan together, and get hustling.
And get paid more for the same work you're doing.
Oh, yes. And when you get to 100%, the change, the difference is substantial.
Maybe.
Hold, please.
Are you ready to ignite?
You weren't made to fit in. You were made to break barriers. What they saw as not enough was exactly what made you powerful. Who told you to shrink? That you were not enough, or way too much, too intense, too sensitive, too different. You don't need fixing. You need training.
I did all the work. I put all the dials in and I got no appointments. Every single person you see up here, the top leaders in this company did too. Are you ready for change? But I'm telling you, there's hope.
I can't wait. Welcome to my city, y'all. Welcome to my city. I can't wait.
Anything that you don't have. And I want you to know that if they can do it, you can do it.
100%.
42 days.
I
42
can't
days.
wait.
Cannot
Oh.
wait, Jacob.
And we have one discounted ticket left. One.
Make
Here.
Chandra and I get more, y'all. Make us get more.
Normal price is $299. There's one discounted ticket left. There's an option for a pay in 4, so you can go through PayPal. Breaks that $200 down into 4 different payments for you. So get that ticket. I don't understand why we have one left. If you haven't registered yet, why not? I promise you, it will change your life.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's something about, we talked about it on our morning huddle this morning. There's something about Ignite that's very different than National. It's more intimate. It's a different feeling. Don't get me wrong. I love our national conference. Love it. Won't miss it. It's like a big, huge family reunion. But there was something about Ignite that can really change the trajectory of your business because the intimacy and I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but yeah, you don't want to miss it. And come visit. Come visit. I live in Dallas, y'all. We're having Taco Tuesday at our house. So come on.
And we get to see puppies.
And you get to see the puppies.
If you stay at the hotel, you will have a upgrade for preferred seating. You guys, you want preferred seating. That I can guarantee you. So stay at the hotel with us. It is a, I'm, I mean, it's, yes, you could probably save a little bit of money going somewhere else, but I'm telling you, by staying at the hotel, you're investing into yourself, into your business. By staying there where you get to see everyone else. I mean, I was just talking to Jacob earlier today, and association is probably one of the most important things. So get around the people that are with Symmetry and get at this hotel. If you
Yeah,
need a roommate, also reach out.
I think trying to save 40 or $50, the opportunity cost of bumping into people, in the lobby, in the hotel, in the elevators, is just not worth it. So, man, I cannot wait for this event. We are spending, well, we have been since the last one, spending a ton of time, but it's just, um, it's crunch time and just so many conversations surrounded this. I think the flow is going to be so awesome. Who we have pouring in is going to be so awesome. And, you know, uh, if you were at the last one, somehow I think we figured out a way to make this one better, which we didn't go into it anticipating to do that. We just wanted to match it. Um, but I think it's going to be awesome.
So
I
freaking
can't wait.
excited.
Yeah, if I could jump in here quick, Chandra.
Yeah.
Another thing I recommend you all do is make a list. Make a list of people that you want to talk to, that you want to meet, and get out of your comfort zone. That's something I've been working on um, for a while. So just go do it. Go meet these people. They're great. They're open. They're just like you and me. So make sure you take advantage of that, because I think the biggest thing here is association. So getting to meet these people. Um, make
I'm
sure
going
you
to piggyback.
do that.
Yeah, make sure you do that. I'm going to piggyback off that, Mark, because that is a great point. One of the things that I always tell people, people here at Symmetry are not untouchable. It
Right.
doesn't matter who you are, what level of leadership you are. It doesn't matter if you've been here 2 seconds or you've been here like Jacob, 12, 13 years. Nobody here is untouchable. And there's always opportunity to go up and talk to somebody, ask them questions, and they will, I promise you, they will give you the time of day to make sure they answer all of your questions that you have. And a lot of times they'll actually follow up and make sure that you're getting the help and the mentorship and the guidance that you need based on the questions that you had. So do not hesitate. Make sure to have a line at Jacob's feet, because he will stay there till the very last person gets the attention and the time and love that each person needs. But have that list. Perfect comment, Mark. Have that list and go hunt them down and talk to them and get every piece of nugget that you possibly can. I remember when Andrew Jimenez was going on trips, he would weasel his way into sitting at a table next to somebody that he wanted to talk to. And look where Andrew Jimenez is now. So weasel your way in, get yourself in the room, get yourself in that line, go talk to that person. Doesn't matter how long it takes, but make sure that you do it.
And then be thinking about what superhero you're going to be going as.
I'm so excited for us, Chandra. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
This is going to be so much
It's gonna be
fun.
fun.
So much fun. So pick your superhero, join us for the superhero after party. You won't want to miss it. And last slide, what are you reading? So Amanda Torma over there is reading Curtis, the 50 Cent Jackson.
Hustle harder, hustle smarter.
Yes, yes. Like
It's
drawing
okay.
a blank over here for a
I
second.
passed first grade. I can read. I've got this. I got this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not a problem. But Scotty actually, because he's doing 75 hard, and Scotty, you're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. You're on day, what, 35? Okay, if you don't know, we need to talk. Let's just back that trolley right up. Anyway, but he put it out there because this is one of the first books he started reading in 75 hard. And I'm like, okay, that looks good. I was reading something about self-discipline and loved that book. Small, easy read. That was my book last month. I'm reading this book. Phenomenal book. Phenomenal book. I did not realize his mindset. And if you guys need any book recommendation, highly, highly recommend it because it's not just about mindset. It's not just about building a business. It's not just, what he went through. It's not a memoir. It's all of it combined to give you different tidbits and tools to help you in different areas that you may be in. So highly recommend it. Chandra, your book?
Yes, if you have not become a millionaire yet,
Millionaire?
I can't talk today. Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, recommended by Jacob Pogue. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like it. Kept reading Fruits and Roots, and I was like, I don't like it. I got the audio though, and it is such a great book.
It is a good
So I highly, highly recommend both of these books. I personally have not read the Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter yet. So I definitely do have that on my list. And I do know also Scotty is reading by Ed Milet, The Power of One More. So if you're not reading yet, I promise by the end of your journey here, you will love to read. So just pick out one of the books. Past books are up here in the top corner that I have personally read. I recommend just going and grabbing one. Another new book for new agents to Go For Now. That is a phenomenal book. But be reading, be doing that personal development.
Yeah.
And this was the last slide. All you, Amanda.
Oh, heavens. We hear all the time about filling your boxes. Me and several people on my team are doing a 90-day blitz. It started Saturday. We are hustling hard. But it's all about filling those boxes. 20 appointments and sitting with a minimum of 10 families. That's the minimum. That's the minimum. And 20 interviews each and every week. If you want to grow, you've got to be doing, this is the bare minimum, y'all. That's the bare minimum. We always hear all the time, 20 interviews, but 10 bars, 10 gold bars every week or every month. I would love that every week. Just saying. But I would really love to see everybody get on board and hustle with us, put our blinders on and just run as hard as possible, making sure that we're doing the 20 and 20, have that 20/20 vision, which I don't. And I think it's like really bad vision because I do wear like trifocals, but make sure that you're doing the bare minimum of the 20 and 20 and hustle hard with us. Hustle hard. It should be more than that if you want to grow and build a business, but 20 and 20, it's all about the 20/20, the vision, and doing it for a minimum of this 90-day blitz.
Yes. And now we have time for Jacob. Jacob Pogue.
Hi, hi, how are y'all?
Good. Can you introduce yourself? Because we got some new people on here and I've never met you.
Well, my name is Jacob Pogue. I am direct to Symmetry Financial Group by way of Marshall Whalen. And just grateful to be here, man. I've been here January 1st was 13 years. And it's been a heck of a journey, man. I just love this business, love what it's done for so many people on our team in this company. My wife and I love what it allows us to do for other people. Love watching people break down personal barriers. Chandra, we had me, you, and Scotty had a conversation a few weeks ago, and I was like, man, you ever written 10 grand? No. Like, no. I'm like, well, you need to go do that. Why don't you just go do it next week and then do it the following week too? And voila, you did it. You did it. And I was telling you that this morning, like, you're a champion. When anybody, I don't care what the goal is, but if you set out to do something and you do it, you can do anything. Tell my kids all the time, you can do anything. Now, do we do? No, but we can. If we really want something bad enough, we can do it. Like if you really wanted a new iPhone, you're going to figure it out. You're going to go in debt. You're going to borrow money. You're going to get someone else's credit. You're going to ask someone to co-sign for it if you have horrible credit. You're going to go get a new iPhone because you want it. Then Amanda, we talked and you were like, "Man, I'm going on a blitz." I said, "Well, 10K sounds great." You're like, "Yes, it does." And you go out and write, you know, a couple bucks short of 10K. Champion. And then you have Dylan out there or Craig, um, ch- champion, you know? And there's so many other champions. 10,000 is not the only thing that earns that title. But I just love to see how many people in this agency are really starting to just make some decisions and run for it. And Ignite's another one of those. Going into Ignite with that cash flow glow, it is another, it's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice whether you go to Ignite by yourself or with someone. If you want to go by yourself, cool. Then you're a champion for showing up. But if you want to have a team and you go by yourself, that's a choice you're making not to move. And the most successful people in life, I truly believe, are the movers and shakers, man, the people that are just willing to do the work. And so I'm grateful though for this team. I'm excited for this team. Watching or these teams, I should say, just watching how this first month of the year uh, wrapped up and the trajectory and the momentum. You know, I've talked to both Amanda and you and Scotty, Chandra, about just the momentum I already feel for these agencies. So grateful to be here. So grateful for this entire team and the role it plays in our master agency and um so many other agencies look to our agency for culture and like how do you have such a large agency and such a great culture and we do because I believe we have some of the best people, best leaders, and some amazing who are attracting the best people with amazing hearts and I just it's important that we maintain that, you know, that we treat people with kindness and positivity and respect um and that's been some lessons that I've had to learn along the way. So yeah, I've been here 13 years to answer your question. I came from the bartending industry. I was 20 years in the restaurant industry. The last like 12 or 13 of those were bartending. And I was buried in debt. Just on the hamster where I was like 80 grand in debt. And luckily I met a customer at the bar who introduced me to this industry. And I was like, what do I got to lose? So I got my insurance license, got started here, and almost quit as quick as I got started. I was really, really fired up and excited about what Symmetry had to offer, which was just hope, right? Like something to get me out from under this rock, this $80,000 rock I was under. Um, but then when it came around to do the work, right? I was these things I was talking about, this drive and ambition and this willingness to push through pain. I didn't have it back then, or when I started. And so I wasn't putting in the work. I was following most of the system except the activity part, and that almost put me out of business until I was about 5 or 6 weeks in, I think. And I hadn't made a sale. I've been buying leads every week, and not because the leads didn't work, I just wasn't calling them. I made like 3 dials my first weekend, 8 dials my second weekend. Dials, not appointments. And and then I took a couple weeks off, that was just too much work for me. I was like, I'm just gonna take it easy now. Um, no, I was contemplating quitting. Marshall said, dude, just come down to a conference. Like you gotta go. So I flew to Atlanta. I didn't have any money. But this is where I said, when you want something, you figure it out. I'm $80,000 in debt. I'm now an extra $1,200 in debt plus in leads. And Marshall's like, go to Atlanta. I'm like, oh, cool. Here's another airplane ticket and conference ticket. And I ended up, sharing a room with someone down there. And um, it changed my life. It changed my life. And Amanda, you said something earlier, like you can't put your finger on it. I I don't think I can put my finger on it either. My brain has tried to make sense of it. Like, I know I got great training while I was there. Like, so I was better on the phone. I was better doing the presentation. Um, but it was a feeling that I got, like just hearing people get up there and talk, and I remember writing down on my notepad like the main message that I got was stick it out until you figure it out. And it's crazy. I wrote it in big capital letters and underlined that thing, and I left there with that feeling. That's not a skill, maybe it is. I don't, but it's a concept, right? Like stick it out until you figure it out. And so when it came time for me to start dialing the next weekend, and I wanted to quit, which was like right when I started, I didn't, and I stuck it out, and then I stuck it out for one more dial, and then I stuck it out for one more dial, and I heard one more no, and one more no, and oh, one more no. And eventually I heard a yes, and that was encouraging. I'm like, yeah, baby, I'm so much better at this. Like, I'm gotten better, finally got my script down. Then I made another dial, got a no, then another no. And I realized, okay. But I stuck it out, and I ended up booking like 8 appointments that following week, going out and making some money. Or thought none of it issued, but I thought I made money. And that was encouraging. And and that's how our business started. And the same thing, every time I came across, then second year I started building a business, and I remember times where I had to stick it out. But 13 years later, looking back and realizing how many people have that phrase in their office, stick it out until you figure it out, and how m my willingness, like I don't take credit for anyone's success here. I mean, it's not mine. Like Chandra, Amanda, y'all went out and wrote 10,000, Craig, because you chose to. But it is crazy how how you making those decisions are impacting someone else's life. Because you stay here and play here and raise the bar, someone else on your team will step up to that challenge too. Someone else from your team will take that lesson too. And that's what's happened with stick it out. It's really easy. It's really easy to put on a post-it note and put it on your computer and look at it on your toughest of days or toughest of times. But anyway, that's where I came from.
And what I love about that, Jacob, is because you had said it earlier too, it's a choice. It's a choice. You get to stick it out and figure it out.
Hmm.
Everyone does. There is nothing different about any of us. We all have that choice on if we're going to push through. We just have to make that choice.
I kind of feel bad
Yeah.
because I can hear in Jacob's head, you're not feeling well, are you?
Uh, no, no.
No, I can hear it and I can see it in your eyes. I know Jacob all too well. I know when he's not feeling well, but huge
But he
gratitude.
still shows
And
up.
yeah, I was going to say just a huge sense of
I
gratitude and
really want to
love and
point that out.
admiration for you still showing up for all of us. Love you.
Well,
Love you. Love you.
until I can't, man, that's what we do, man. And it's so important too. I mean, leaders do what they say. You say you're going to be somewhere or do something, integrity is important, and it's not just about being on calls. I can count on one hand in 13 years where I've had to back out of a call after I said I would be on it. And shockingly, it's been within the last 2 years. Like I had
Had a little
a
bit going on the last couple of years.
11-year run where it was like I never had to back out, but there was just weird. One time my eye was swollen up, like, so I had this huge sty. It was like swollen up like this. I'm like, I am not getting on the call today. Uh, one time was a stomach flu, you know. There's just certain times when you gotta know when to tap out, you know. Um, but it's important to do what you say. Right? It's for your clients, for your agents, you know, if you're building a business for your spouse, for your family, like just follow through. And I think for you, and then I think one of the most important things is for yourself because I spent too much time lying to myself early on in my life. And that's what put me in a position where I was $80,000 in debt. Like I convinced myself that purchasing that townhouse that was at the top of our affordability range was the right idea because I wanted it. And then the market crashed and our income went down and now I couldn't afford it. But I convinced myself that staying in it was the right decision. You know, I convinced myself that buying X, Y, or Z was the right decision and just putting it on a credit card. I convinced myself I would do it tomorrow, that I would do it tomorrow, and I procrastinated. And and I just think that I started building this habit to where I kept lying to myself, you know, and was just lazy. I was lazy because I just did whatever I wanted to do, even though might not have been the best financial choice, might not have been the best choice for my future. And then I found a company with founders who cared about me. And I remember them saying early on, like, we want you to work harder on you than your business. He, it, when I read a book, right, it doesn't put money in Brandon and Casey's bank account. When I make a sale, it does. But they're telling me they would rather me read than go make a sale. Like, that's someone who cares about me, right? And and it's because they understood that our mind is the most important thing we have. And if I can grow myself into a bigger version, then I can grow my business. And that's the same for you. So Casey talked years ago and it changed my life and it was so simple. I mean, I'm a pretty simple dude, but he talked about, you know, the same thing that I experienced where I was lying to myself and quitting too early, quitting when it got hard. And he said, you know, he went through the same thing and he every time you do that, you're putting a quitting file in your brain. And if you quit today, it's so much easier to quit again tomorrow. Like, would we agree? Like, once we do something once, it's easier to do it. Like, if, um, it just is. It's easier to quit if you've done it. Like, you say you're gonna read tomorrow morning and you don't do it. No. The next day, yeah, I'm gonna read tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. It's so much easier than today to do it because you're not disappointing yourself as much, right? The third day you're like, whatever. Yeah, I'll read tomorrow. Like the self disappointment gets less and less. So you're putting all these quitting files in your brain with multiple things. And he said if you can start replacing those with perseverance files is when you can really change things. And 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 you can do that with starting with little things. Like if you tell yourself that you're going to get up at 6 in the morning, which I don't tell myself that because I don't get up or I don't want to be up at 6 in the morning. Okay. Scotty's out there already done, harvest so many things by 6 in the morning, but I ain't doing it. Um, but if you tell yourself you're getting up at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, get up. Don't hit snooze. You just persevered. You did something you said you were going to do. If you said that you were going to read before you look at your phone or electronics and you do it, you just won. You know, if you said that you were going to eat a healthy breakfast and you did it. You just won. Man, you can start building up wins throughout the day. You said you were going to work out and you did it. You won. You said that you were going to dial until you booked 5 appointments that day. You won. Like now you're replacing all those quitting files with perseverance files. And when you become someone who has a ton of perseverance files in your brain and you start doing what you say you're going to do, nothing can stop you. It changes you and it changes you quick. I hear a different version of Amanda. I hear a different version of Chandra simply because they made a couple big decisions over the last couple weeks and they went out and followed through and did them. And because of that, the trajectory of where they're going and their mindset is in such a different spot. Does that make sense to everyone? Like, if we start being honest with ourselves and we start following through to ourselves, can we see how that can make a difference in our life?
Without a doubt.
So who here and you don't have, and what I love about this company is like, dude, we just want to meet you where you are, whatever you want. But who here, put a one in the chat if you're here to build an agency. Okay. Put a two in the chat if it's just to write business. Okay. So everyone's here to build an agency. Put a uh now put a two in the chat. Um talking directly to me now. Um put a two in the chat if like was it deflating or encouraging to see Chandra, Amanda, and Craig write $10,000 last week? Is it if it was deflating, put a two in the chat. If it was encouraging, put a three in the chat. Yeah. Okay. So that's a fact. Like I already knew the answer, right? And you already knew the answer.
Babe,
So yeah, I'm here. But um, you already knew the answer. So I would challenge you to go lead your team from the front. This is not Chandra and Amanda's team. This is the call that the whole team comes on. You have a team. You have a responsibility to the agents that you bring on. First, you have a responsibility to yourself, but if you do that responsibility to yourself well, you're also doing justice to the people on your team. It's not Chandra's job to build the momentum for your team. It's not Amanda's job to build the momentum for your team. It's your job to build the momentum for your team. So, is there any reason why you couldn't go out and write $10,000 next week? Because Chandra had a bunch of reasons why she couldn't. She didn't tell me them. Amanda did too. She didn't tell me them. Every single one of you have a bunch of reasons why you can't or couldn't do it. I'm not necessarily interested in hearing them because I did too. I had every reason in the world not to do it. Yeah, I don't feel good. I don't, things are this. I'm busy. I've got kids. I've got this. I've got everything that you're going through. Someone else has gone through it in this business and still went out and written 10K. That's the reality check that this business gives us, which is tough sometimes. It's like, man, I can't even lie to myself anymore because there's other people. I'm lying to myself when someone's standing next to me doing the thing I'm lying to myself about that I can't do. Right? So I just if we all believe that it's encouraging for the person in front of us to go do something special and to write production. And we all want to build a business. And we like being part of that team where someone goes and does something special. Why don't we just be the ones to do something special? And if we do that, what you're going to find happens on this call is it becomes a magnet for talent. If more people start answering the hero's call and raising up and finding your superpower and leaning into it, I'm telling you, man, this is the it's the fulcrum, it's the pivotal point of this agency where you're going to just see these agencies go to the moon. I know, because I've been part of this. I've been part of these momentum swings before. I've went through them before. So the other thing, you want to build a business. So I say it's blitz time for everyone. It's go time. It's like go if you haven't written 10,000 in a week, awesome. That's even more exciting because you're going to do it next week. You know what I mean? This week. Like what? Just do it. It's not a question of can you. Like, because our best agents here and our ones that struggle the most can both write 10 grand. Like, do we agree on that? It's just our best agents spend less money to do it and less time to do it. And people like me spend more time and more money because I wasn't the best on the phone and I wasn't the best in the home, but I did have a work ethic. So I would just do whatever it took to get enough appointments, to get enough sales, to make sure I stayed in business and moved my business forward. So every single one of you can do it. And you can't say that I can't afford it because when you say can't, you just are saying won't. Because what you're saying is you can't be resourceful. It's not that you can't afford it, it's that you're unwilling to be resourceful. And to build a business, a big business here, like I get paid really well, not for how great I am at running appointments, but for how great I am at solving problems, how resourceful I am. The more resourceful you are, the bigger problems that you can solve, the higher you go up in this business. Does that make sense to everybody? Right? I get paid, and most CEOs get paid for their problem solving ability, not their ability to do the job that they're CEO over. Okay? So you can find the money. You can make it happen. You can build a massive agency and you can do anything. But it starts with you making a decision to stop lying to yourself, to start replacing those quitting files with perseverance files. And I think it starts by making some goals and following through. If you want to build, having people ignite should be on that list. If you want to stay in business, having income hitting your bank account should be on that list. And if you want to be a leader, figuring out how to be resourceful and getting and leading your team from the front, being the number one producer in your agency, and then whatever that's an agency of two or whatever. But I would get competitive like that y'all get competitive for these leaderboards, man. I want y'all and encouraging, right? Like we're a team. So you're going to encourage people on Mondays, but Dag, you're also going to fight to knock them down one step, $1 below you, you know? And man, this could be a great year. It's going to be a great year for all of y'all. I'm proud of this team, and I know that unused potential is a waste. And there's too much potential in this agency for y'all to sit around and phone it in. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I also see the same leaderboards y'all do. And I know that there is way more potential than there is payoff right now for y'all. And we need to flip that around. We need to flip that around. And I think nothing like the beginning of the year leading into Ignite to do it, because I see these faces and I want to keep seeing these faces, but I also want to see them with bigger smiles and better smiles and more momentum and more energy around them, because you just keep winning and you keep filling your bank account, because the more money that you have, the more problems you can solve for other people, like Stacy and I get to do. You know, big problems, like clean drinking water problems, you know, um, make-a-wish problems, you know, real problems that people have in this world. Not that I don't feel like dialing, that's not a real problem. That's a temporary feeling. So let's put it in and let's go solve some real problems. I love y'all, man, and so grateful for this team. Grateful to be here.
Thank you so much, Jacob. We love you and just appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes, yes. Glad to be here. Love getting to do this once a month.
Love
Yes.
that.
So let's go raise some business, you guys. Let's go solve some problems.
Yes, 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 yes. Let's make it a 10K week, each and every week. We gotta, Mark, literally knock Lee Jadlika off that ledge of the 53 weeks or whatever it was at the 10K. We all can do it. Just got to make the decision to.
Yep. Yep.
Just got to make the decision to. Love that,
All right, you
Jacob.
guys.
Kind of hit me
Love you
between the eyes.
guys. Have an amazing day.